Hey, Lutex. Oh, hello. I'm gonna ping the server after the ads, because this will probably be my last stream for a little while, unfortunately. But I am going home for spring break. You should watch the live action on Netflix. I highly recommend it. It's very good. You have any plans? Hang out with my parents. Definitely gonna hang out with my parents. Not go to class because I don't have it. I think that's my biggest plan. I'm just excited. I need this break. I need this break, Brad. Not from streaming, but from school specifically. Oh, man. I've been tired for like 2 days straight. You have the European equivalent of finals next week? Oh, no. Well, good luck. Why does it still say ad starting soon? Ad start now. What are you waiting for? I don't get why ads starting now. I don't know why Boomy is auto-modded, but hello, Cindy. Oh, those are permitted terms. Saw the clip of Chopper? What clip of Chopper? You should watch it. I highly recommend it. It's really, if you've already seen season 1, it's only 8 hours. And if you haven't seen season 1, it's only 16 hours. And that's not even that. Because every episode of season 1 is only like 50 minutes. And you take 5 minutes off of credit. You gotta watch it, Lutax. You gotta watch it. I highly recommend it. I'll give you guys a non-spoiler review. How about that? A non-spoiler review of every episode. Let me just look up the, I'm looking up the episode, count of season 2 Opla. Because it's really not that long of a show. So, episode 1, the beginning and the end. Fantastic episode. It added some new things that weren't from the original manga, but all those things that they added were really good story-wise and really good messaging-wise. The powers look incredible. There's 2 characters that it shows off their powers, and man, does it look good. Trying to beat the tower thing in Pocopia, I did that. It's awesome. Released yesterday, so you're not late. You're not late at all. The One Piece anime is an anime, but the live action on Netflix came out in 2023. And only got to chapter, I want to say like 40 something, or episode 40 something, chapter like 70 something. So it is 8 episodes. It's just an 8 episode series. Every episode is around an hour, a little bit under with credits. I highly recommend it. It is a fantastic show. If you don't like anime, then watch this. If you are an anime fan already, might as well watch the anime, you know? But, like, people like my parents, I could never, ever get my parents to watch an anime. But yet, here's my dad begging my mom to watch it, but they're waiting for me to get home for spring break to watch it together. So he's like, can we just watch it? And my mom was like, no. Which I think is really funny. That here's these two people that I when I watched the anime at home, they would call it annoying. They would say, like, you need to change it. This is annoying. Like, the voice acting is annoying, and I don't want to watch some weird anime. But now that the live action is out, it is a fantastic way to share this story. Yeah. It is a fantastic way to share a story with people who watch normal TV. See, there you go, Mike. It says hi back. Indeed. The returning characters in episode 1 also so good. Episode 2, much slower episode than episode 1, and a lot of the season 1 episodes, but I think it uses that slowness really well. You get a lot of really good character moments, and you get a beautiful backstory. Don't tell my bot to take its clothes off. It is a very emotional episode with the backstory, and they do some, like in the flashback, they do references to the anime that are not in the original part of that in the anime. That is pretty awesome. It's a very fun episode still, and you meet 3 new characters that are also just wacky and really fun. You get some really funny Zoro moments, I will say. Zoro has some really funny moments in episode 2. Episode 3, one of my favorites. Episode 3 is really, really good. The music, that's what I started the stream with, was the music from episode 3. Episode 3 is incredible. The fight scenes, so good. The fight scenes in episode 3 are amazing. You also get some introduction into, like, what the story is really in for right now. And in all 3 of these, you're getting set up for a pretty cool villain. With a vape brand? There's a vape brand? Is it something with the is dumb? Is it dummy vapes? Is it the MK part? Ah, Mask King. I see. Called the MK. I've never heard of that. Hey, well, then his username would be right. Vapes are dumb. Episode 4, really cool. You get some really fun stuff in episode 4 and 5. Episode 4 and 5 are kind of together. They're really fun. And they got some real good characters. And some really... I'd say that one has a little bit of... Like, especially episode 5, I would say, has a little bit of weird CGI. But you're watching a TV show. Like... I don't sit there and go, this CGI isn't perfect. How I could never watch some tomfoolery such as this. They need to fix this immediately. No, it's fine. Like, it's really... The only thing that I think that they could mess up when doing this is if it looked so bad that someone at home could make it better, which some live actions have done, or if they ruin characters. And I disagree with everyone on Twitter who says they're ruining characters. They are actually making characters more approachable for a live-action audience. That is the only thing they change. They have yet to make a character act out of character. Episodes 6, 7, and 8, they go together as a 3. 7 might be the best episode in the entire show. Season 2, Episode 7 might be the best. And it could be biased because it's one of my favorite backstories in the entirety of One Piece. Like, and it has one of my favorite speeches in all of One Piece. And that speech, it has stuck with me since I saw it 3 years ago in the anime. Because, my God, is it good. I'm very excited for when people start posting, like, their YouTube reactions, because I always go and watch YouTube reactions to One Piece live action. I like seeing the opinions and, like, theories of people who know nothing about the anime. That's my favorite part of this whole thing. I don't really care what people who like the anime have to say about it on Twitter. If you're already an anime fan, I don't care what you think of the live action. If you think it's shit, well, don't watch it. Like, this is not aimed for you. Yes, it is for the fans, but if you are like, I love the manga and anime, and I hate everything else, then it isn't for you. But watching people who know nothing, it's so fun. And when people start getting to episode 7, if any of them don't cry, they're monsters. If the reviewers that don't know anything about One Piece don't cry, what are they doing? It literally, I've never been too interested in watching One Piece, like the anime at least, with training, but live action, I think you definitely should watch the live action. If the idea of anything sounds exciting, even just watch the first episode of season 1, because you might find that it catches you off guard and you enjoy it way more than you thought you would. But if you're like, nah, this didn't draw me in at all, then you can keep going if you want, or you can stop. Like, I'm not gonna force anyone to watch it. The main thing is that if you go, oh wow, that was actually pretty fun, and you keep watching, if you just keep watching it, you're just gonna fall in love with the characters. It's really hard to not like the characters. The only reviewers, because I've watched maybe like 30 different YouTube channels react to it. I've watched a lot. I've watched a lot of reaction channels. There was only like 2 that I thought didn't understand the story. Like, I was literally like, how did we get here? How do you not understand what you just watched? Like, it was literally like episode 8, the conclusion of episode 8. A character says something, and a guy, he was filming with his 2 kids. I hated this channel. This was like one of the worst reactions I watched. First of all, the kids looked so uninterested in watching. They were literally watching like this. And the dad just kept going like this. Between his 2 kids. Like, dog, why are you making them do this YouTube channel? And, God, it was so dumb. If you know the story, this will make sense. If you don't, it'll make sense after you watch it. But there's a scene where someone tells Luffy to be a good pirate. And it's the entire season has been about how there are good pirates and good marines and bad marines. Like, that has been a message that has been across the whole thing. And this motherfucker goes, how could there be a good pirate? Did we just watch the same 8 episodes? What do you mean, how could you be a good pirate? That's what Luffy's been doing for 8 episodes! What are you on? I turned off the video. It was absurd I swear he wasn't watching the show. I legit don't think he was watching at all. I think he was just... I love your rant. I love when people are into this stuff. It's just like, it's not even that I love One Piece and they're not understanding it in the way I want them to. It's basic comprehension of the story. It's not like a personal thing of like, oh, I want them to feel this way. That was literally, bro read the Itsy Bitsy Spider and said, he should try again. Actually, I think the Spout had the right to do that. Like, what are we talking about? Just a stupid reviewer I saw on YouTube. But basically, what that means, they just weren't paying attention and they did not care for the series. By the end of it, the son, because it was a dad and his daughter and his son. The son was having quite a bit of fun with Zoro specifically. He really liked Zoro by the end of season 1. And it was kind of bored at first, but the more Zoro did, the more he was locked in every time he was on screen. And that's fine. But the dad just pissed me off. What I'm excited for is there's a YouTube channel of these 4, like, grown-ass men that watch movies and stuff. I forget what they were called, though. I'm really hoping my YouTube gives me their videos when they react to it again. But they were, like, 40 to 50-year-old, probably I would say 40, like, in their 40s. And they all have children. Like, they're all, like, dads, just 4 dads. They're all, like, kind of big, muscular dudes watching One Piece together. And they were like, oh yeah, this is a silly show. They got to a specific scene in season 1, where a bad guy, hurts these 2 little girls. And I watched, like, the biggest one. They called him, like, the Mountain or something. He literally went... and locked in and was dead serious and angry for the rest of the episode. He was so into it. And then at the end, he had like this he was taking notes. He was like, I want to see this guy beat up. I want them to kick his ass. He was so into it. And that's what I love seeing. And I'm very excited for the reactions to season 2. Because I know people have been reacting to episode 1. I might wait to start watching the reactions until I watch it again with my parents. So that way I'm not sick of rewatching it when I watch it with my parents. Because I'm already excited to rewatch it. So seeing it with my parents again, I want to watch it for the second time with my parents, not in some random, like, because I want to just be able to, when I get sick of it, just to stop watching the YouTube reactions. But I can't not watch it with my parents because I want to. Plus, it'll give time for people to catch up on their watch-throughs and reaction channels, and I can go in and just watch the scenes I want from every episode instead of watching their whole reaction. Because some people will post, like, 50-minute long reactions. Like, dog, you just posted the episode. That's not a reaction channel anymore. You just reposted the episode and you talked sometimes over it. My favorite is when people do, like, a 20-minute long reaction and they just put in the parts they reacted to. Like, that's what I'm here to see, dog. I'm not here to watch the episode for you. I'm here to see your reaction to important stuff. And there are times where some reactors will be like a 40-minute long video and they'll be talking through the whole thing. And I love that because that means they're engaged in talking. But my favorite are the people who have never seen it before. The people who have never watched One Piece at all. They know nothing about it. Like, I've watched channels where they start it and they go, yeah, I saw this was pretty popular on Netflix, so we got told to watch it. And it starts and they go, oh, it's a pirate show. And I go, they know nothing. They know nothing, and they're gonna love it. And I know people who have cried from season 1. I know people who cried from, like, episode 5, season 1. And so I am very excited to see their reactions to episode 2 and episode 7 of season 2. I'd say those were where the big emotional hits are. There are some other times where I think it's fair to be sad, but I'd say the big emotional moments are episode 2 and episode 7. And oh yeah, I mean, Twitter's just such a bad place to get reactions because it's just an echo chamber of people who hate it. Like, I try and look at positive stuff on Twitter, and it's just people being like, "This looks cringe." It's like, dog, duh. It's a live action anime. Why wouldn't it be cringe? Let me make a reaction chat. I mean, if you want to, you don't need to record yourself. But in the Discord, if you wanted to send your reactions, like, after you finish an episode, you could just put it in just, like, general. Be like, just watched episode 1 of the One Piece live action. Like, I liked it. Or, actually, I ended up hating it. I mean, updates are just as good as reactions. I think everyone should watch it. Go and watch it. You got... There's really no reason. Like, if you like... In my opinion, it is better than any other show Netflix has made. To be fair, I haven't watched Wednesday, and I haven't watched all of Bridgerton. I've only seen that season, like the second half of season 4 of Bridgerton. I don't need you to record yourself and edit it like a Korean reality TV show. I appreciate the thought, though. No, you could just, if you want to put your reactions in the Discord, you could just be like, just watched episode 1, thumbs up. I think everyone should watch it, and I think there's really no reason not to watch it. It's not too long. You can't make the too long excuse like normal One Piece. Normal One Piece, you can go, nah, it's too long. I'm not watching all that. And I gotta respect that. Because that's like over 300 hours of watching. But only 16 hours. That's not that much. You could watch 2 episodes a day and be done in a week. That's a movie a night. And that's not what Netflix is for. I watched it all. It came out at midnight yesterday. I finished it by 7:30 a.m. I didn't stop watching it. That's what Netflix is about, baby. I started season 2, episode 1, and I ended season 2, episode 8 at like 7:30 a.m., and then I went to sleep. Damn, I gotta pack tomorrow. Ugh. I don't want to pack. I hate packing. It's only been 20 minutes? My God. I feel like I've been talking for an hour already. Do I even have a water? Oh, I do have water. Yes, if you just saw my announcement, I absolutely love pirate-related series, so I really have no reason not to watch it. I've seen live action season 1. I really want to start the anime. It feels like such a commitment, even though it's a million episodes. That is super valid. Just treat it as if it's not that long. That's the best advice I can give. Just treat the anime like a shorter anime. Laboon was epic. Laboon was epic. Episode 2 is fantastic. Just treat it as if it's a normal-sized anime, and if you want to keep watching it. You don't need to watch it like, I can't watch anything else until I finish this. You might end up not wanting to, but don't go into it with that mindset. Go into it going, oh, I'll just turn this on. I'll turn it on maybe while in between other episodes of other, like when I'm not in the mood to watch another show, maybe. Or like, I'll watch like 2 episodes today. Just small thing. Like, you don't... In the first, like, no, it's only 1,100 episodes, not 1,300. But yes, it is season 1. Which I think is hilarious. Because now it's going from weekly to seasonal. which I'm hoping will make the pacing a lot better. Yeah, so you're only watching one season, but you just gotta just think to yourself, like, you're not committed to it. You don't need to commit to it. You can just start it. It's not a marathon. You don't need to... No one's telling you you have to reach a finish line by a time. Think of it more as a road trip than a marathon. A road trip where, yeah, like, eventually you might make it to your destination, but your goal isn't actually to reach the end. You're stopping at every location. Let's say you're doing a... damn it. You guys are... none of you are American. Why can't I have... I was going to do an American analogy. I don't have any American viewers. Just imagine you're doing a long drive across multiple countries, and you stop in every country and enjoy just staying there. Like, no one is telling you that when you need to end up at the place you're ending up at. You know you will eventually. But you have no rush. You can stop in every country and live there and take as long as you want to enjoy the hospitality there before you move on. I wish it had that many episodes. Yeah, that's the thing. They don't make 1,000 episodes of a bad TV show, alright? They don't make more. If a show was bad, it would have been stopped. If that, like, and you don't need to watch all of it. You might want to after you start it because it's good. That's a bad argument. It's not a bad argument. Love Island is bad as it'll never end. It's popular. And it's a reality show. That's the difference. Love Island is a reality show. Reality shows and dramas get popular because they're bad. Oftentimes. And also, Love Island does not have 1,000 episodes. How many episodes does Love Island have? Only 200 episodes of Love Island have aired. Yeah, that's money related. That people watch that because it's popular, not because it's good. I agree with you. Love Island is not a great show. Yes, but it's also a 25-year-old series. They don't continue a 25-year-old series if it's bad or unwatched. Grey's Anatomy? There are hundreds of thousands of white moms who love Grey's Anatomy. Just because it's not for you does not mean it's bad. That's what I mean. It is not an objectively bad show. It might not be for you. I'm not telling you that One Piece will be for you because it's 1,000 episodes. I'm telling you it is not a bad show. It's no longer peak. I agree Grey's Anatomy has fallen off. But my point, my main advice for if you have considered One Piece at all, don't watch it as an 1,000 episode show. Watch it as a show with no end that you don't have to finish. It is just something. It's like playing with a ball in a hat. Like, it's not. You're not playing a story game that has an ending. You're throwing a ball at a wall and it's bouncing back, and you can do that for as long as you want until you get bored of it. And then you can put the ball down, and the ball will be waiting for you when you want to play with it again. Yeah, you've got through Doctor Who. Doctor Who is just British One Piece. Yeah, that is true. Watching it as an 85 episode show. Honestly, again, I still don't even think, like, yes, you should watch all of the East Blue before making a solid opinion. Yeah, Doctor Who has bad parts. One Piece also has parts that aren't as great as others. A show is not only as good as its worst parts. That's not how it works. Doctor Who's greatest strength is in its fandom, longevity, and, like, creativeness. Like, I know people didn't. I loved the most recent season. I will say that I did love the most recent season of Doctor Who. The Disney. People have hated on like Disney Doctor Who. I thought it was really fun. I think everyone has their opinion on when Who peaked. I enjoyed it. It was okay, I'd watch it, but I want to watch 13 first, which I know 13 is ass, but still. I've heard 13's main problem is just the writing. It's not even the Doctor. Like, it's just straight up they just had bad writers that season. Like, that part. Turbox Turbo song goes hard. Not blaming the Doctor. Yeah, no, literally all the actors have been perfect. Ah, okay. That's super fair. I think something about the way I consume media. You guys know that picture of like the little hamster drawing, and it's holding like a lollipop. That's me watching. That's me watching TV shows. I'm that hamster that is drooling with the big buck teeth. There it is. You're just gonna get Jersey Mike's gas. This is me. This is me when watching TV shows and movies. I sit there and go, TV show. So I'm not very critical of things that I watch. Unless they deserve it. There are things that I am critical about. Things that bother me in movies is if they can't get the music right. Oh, Andrea wants to watch Once Upon a Time. She thought it was a show for like a teenagers, like young teen show, and then she saw a clip of it and she was like, "This doesn't look like what I thought it was." I was like, "No, it's a pretty like it wasn't like, yeah, teens liked it, but I don't think it was aimed at teenagers." It's so fucking funny and crazy. I have watched parts of it because my sister was obsessed with it when she was in high school. Oh, Family Bush? Oh, no. I didn't know it was an incest show. Everyone basically buried each other. Ah, I see. So when you say Family Bush, I'm just thinking about Eugenics, and that there's some Family Bushes there. Eugenics is really fun. I feel like I should play it on stream more. I don't know. Dark? I have heard Dark is good. I've heard it was like the best rated thing on Netflix. Besides One Piece Live Action Season 2, which has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, by the way. One Piece live action season 2 has a 100% critic score and a 95%. Isn't White Lotus incest? Not from what I remember. I think I found the bell. It's an opposite bell curve. There's people here who know. So let's say the y-axis. You guys understand graphs. Y-axis is how much you like One Piece live action. Ted 2 is 100% critic score, like the movie. No, the fuck it's not. It's 45. Oh, Ted season 2. Yeah, it is. I've heard that's really, really good, though. So, that's, I think that's fair. So, y-axis is how much you like the One Piece live action. Here's here. And then the x-axis is you how much you know about One Piece, like how into the story you are, like how into it you are. Okay, there's here people who know nothing about One Piece. They love the live action. It is up here. Then, as you know the story more, it goes down to like here. People who hate it are people who have read the story, but they also hate the story for some reason. So they're really like into the story. They read it every week just to hate on it. They go, I hate Luffy. I hate how it's written. I hate the power systems. Fuck, stop reading it. They're like, but I do like the series. You can't tell me what not to read. You're just saying personal things of why you hate it. And then as you find people who are in love with the story of One Piece, and it's their favorite thing ever, the live action goes back up to being liked because they actually understand what it's doing. It's not trying to replace the anime. It's not trying to power scale. It's not trying to do anything stupid. It's showing people who will never watch the anime the story. And it, as someone who loves the anime and manga, I will never get to share that with people who refuse to watch the anime and manga. So I'm going to show them the thing that is amazing. Is it perfect? No, nothing is perfect. I have literally never watched or read a perfect thing in my life except for Hundreds of Beavers. But that's what the show is doing. Huh? The One Piece live action. What the fuck is it? Not 100 beavers, Hundreds of Beavers. It is the best movie of all time. Hundreds of Beavers is by far my favorite movie that I've ever seen. And it is so good. It has a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes. It is so good. Oh, it's so good. I love Hundreds of Beavers. Bleaky Beats just go to 5. Get more Pokemon. Oh, Clark, main thing. Don't forget about elevated grass. I always forget about elevated grass in every area. Go to a mountain, plant a bunch of grass patches and flower patches. Don't forget about elevated grass. There's a whole lot of Pokemon in every area that spawn from elevated grass. How many Pokemon do you have? I actually don't know. I don't think I've checked the dex. But also make sure you're giving them good housing. You should easily have 5 if you have 120 Pokemon. I literally got level 5 on the beach with like 12 Pokemon. I literally had like Trubbish, Zubat. You just get them and then ignore them? Yeah, that's why it's not 5. You have to give them what they want. Hello, Andrew. How are you doing? You gotta actually... They will give you a new thing every day of something they want. Or you just read what they like and give them what they like. Every Pokemon is gonna want whatever's in their needs, and then a toy, their favorite food, and a relaxation by their house. So they want a bed, a toy, and a food. And they should be happy unless they have, like, some of them will specifically want a spicy food, or some of them will specifically want a sour food. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense, Clark. I haven't done Pallet Town at all. I'm waiting to do that co-op with Andrea. Because we're gonna game share. I'm gonna game share to her Switch, and then we're gonna do the Pallet Town together. So my save will be my single player worlds in all the base areas, and then my multiplayer world with Andrea over in Pallet Town. Yeah, there's Pokemon you can only get there. Yeah, I'm just gonna have her help me get those Pokemon. Because I want her to also have the enjoyment of, like, setting up a new area and having a new Pokemon spawn there. Yeah, I went there and I picked up a bunch of the recipes, but I haven't done any of the missions or started building there or getting any Pokemon over there. Just because... I didn't know there were really different recipes in the PC. I didn't know there'd be different recipes in the PC. Because all the recipes have been somewhat the same between the different areas. Also, the only thing I would really, really care about from the PC is an inventory upgrade, and I don't think Pallet Town has one. I've gone through every PC. All the recipes look like they just upgrade. Can only get the laundry... Can you only buy a laundry machine, or can you only get the laundry machine recipe? Because those are different to me. I've only been buying out all the recipes. Yeah, I'm at max inventory. Holy shit, MXM Toon is playing Sansa Blake Manor? I'm watering grass. Does that raise environment? It does if it's near Pokemon who like humid. If you're next to Pokemon who like dry, no. Build paths. Put toys around. Put food out. You're just doing anything but making your Pokemon actually happy. Go into your PC. Go to the environment level and look at what Pokemon is the least happy. You probably have a Pokemon that doesn't have a house. Have you given a house to Smearguru and Pikachu? Do they have houses? Have you built them a house? Because if they don't have a house, they're bringing it down. Meowth probably lost his house because you took a box. Did you take his boxes? His house was just a box and like another thing. A box and a bed. Yeah. Yeah, you took his boxes. That was his whole house. Give him a chair? Give him his boxes back. I'm so sorry, Andrew. Today is my last stream for over a week because I leave for spring break on Friday and I don't come back until the following Sunday. This is my I will see you guys in a little while stream. But I will be back that Monday. I will be back Monday the 24th. You are here now. Sorry, Monday the 23rd I will be back. I'll be back Monday the 23rd. I'll probably end up just doing just chatting, talking about my break. Just because it's a Monday. It's a My Choice Monday. Who knows? Maybe I'll play some eugenics if conversation goes long. Unfortunately, right now, I think I want to go because I'm meeting up with Andrea at her lab, and I'm gonna go offer to help with the class. And also my nose is feeling weird from talking so much. Like it feels like I don't know. I did just drink a smoothie, so it could be like the milk in the smoothie. Okay, Yapper. Yeah, I did yap. Go watch One Piece while I'm gone. That's what I say. Go watch the One Piece live action on Netflix. Not sponsored. I'm gonna let's see. Does MXM Tune accept raids? Let's see. Yep. Thank you guys so much for coming. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you live, and I'll see all of you next time. Be curious, not critical. Have something to look forward to and live to see it. Bye-bye!